What did you do that for? You've done it again, haven't you? You just don't know enough. You haven't learned enough. Everyone's going to think you're stupid.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, you wouldn't let a friend speak to you like that, would you? And yet, many of us speak to ourselves like that. And I'm guessing that you do too. I'm Hills Crisp.
And I'm Dan Hartley. And together we run transformational events and retreats to support people to find greater joy, clarity, trust, and passion in life. Helping each other and you to understand and tame the inner critic is something that we're both really passionate about.
So in this video, we're going to share with you exactly what your inner critic is. We're going to share why you have it and what you can do to tame it. And we're going to bust the myth of self-sabotage. So to start with, what is your inner critic? Well, I think you all get it, right? It's those inner voices, and it might just be one voice, it might be several voices, but it's the voices that say, you're not good enough. Why did you do that? You're stupid. You're rubbish. You know, you can't do that. You can't say that. I mean, the list goes on, right? And the inner critic tends to come up as we expand. So as you step out in the world to do something different, or to do something courageous, or to change career, or start a new project, or go traveling, or whatever it is that you want to do, that's when the inner critic starts to come in and starts to get louder.
So let's really go there and look at why we have this inner critic in the first place. And Hills has already kind of alluded to it around this myth that we have this inner saboteur, this self-sabotage that seems to go on. And we can use that as a rod to kind of beat ourselves with. And actually the truth is that it is a myth, that we don't have a saboteur, that this part of us, this inner critic, is actually part of our defense system. It's a part of us that's trying to protect us and keep us safe. And actually it's an essential part of us, you know, that maybe protected us when we're younger, comes online, because actually being born into this quite disconnected, what can look from the outside quite a scary, disconnected or crazy kind of place to live, we need to have some sort of defense because to feel the overwhelming feelings of the intensity of the disconnection that's out there, it'd just be too much for our nervous system. So actually there's been a really useful part to this part playing, but right now this doesn't serve us as we grow up into empowered adulthood and try and step out and make some big steps in our life and try and put our head above the parapet and let our voice be heard. That bit doesn't serve, but there's no part of you that is trying to do you harm. There is no part of you that is trying to pull the rug from under your feet. There's a part of you that is seeking to protect you, and in doing so, inadvertently, it is keeping you small.
Yeah. So what can you do about this inner critic? Well, the first thing is we're inviting you to take part in our powerful online free workshop, where we're going to really explore this taming the inner critic, and you're going to learn the #1 process that really works to tame your inner critic. You're going to learn how to have more compassion for yourself, how to have more trust in yourself and in life in general. And you're going to learn how to have more confidence in stepping up and living your life with more passion and purpose. And we wanted to share with you briefly just a testimonial from a great guy called Tim, who did a very powerful process. He really wanted to really, you know, step up and stop his inner critic because he knew how much it was holding him back. And we did a very powerful process with him on our last event. And we just want to share with you what he said to us afterwards. If you're anything like me, my inner critic can often run amok. It becomes a pattern, gets set in, and keeps me feeling limited. No amount of rational thinking or intention changes the habit for me. Working in the safe space created by Hills and Dan, we had fun with some experiential exercises which bypassed the inner critic and stopped the locked-in patterning. Of course, my inner critic does still resist sometimes, but it doesn't have the same hold it once had. Well worth checking out.
So if, like Tim, you're ready to stop being limited by your inner critic, and you're open to and ready to embrace new patterns and new possibilities for your life, then we'd really encourage you to join us for our free online workshop where we can really get deep into this. And just to be really clear, this is going to be a 90-minute interactive in-person workshop. It's going to require everyone who signs up to be on the screen together participating with one another. So your voice will be encouraged and heard in the group. And this isn't like a tele-seminar or a webinar, where you can just passively sit in the background, maybe nip off and make a cup of tea, the kids' dinner on. This requires, fully being in as if you're at the workshop, and it will feel like you're at a workshop. And the reason for that is so that we can give you the most value and really support each other to make some big shifts in this area.
Yeah, so as you can see from the screenshot, this is how it will look. And it's amazing technology that we can use, and it's like we're sitting in the same room together. So there's going to be no replay, because this is a confidential workshop and we take confidentiality really, really seriously. And we really want people to share themselves and really have some shifts on the workshop. So there's going to be no replay. Please, please attend live if any of this is speaking to you. If you're really ready to step up, to make changes in your life that you want to make, if you notice how much your inner critic holds you back and you really want to break through that, then this is absolutely for you. So jump on board, click the button below, sign up and register, and we are very much looking forward to seeing you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.